What's going on with Facebook? How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are good. I'm just out here in beautiful, sunny Medellin, hanging on my balcony. And I wanted to talk to you guys about something super, super important and crazy, and something that's been on my mind a lot lately. Imagine if you were just going about your day, doing your thing, running your business, and your whole entire audience online disappeared. All of those people you've been working on building up, all those social channels, everything that you thought you were building and having for your advantage, it disappeared for whatever reason. Whether it's like, something like you get booted off of Facebook, or let's say something crazy happened and your whole email list disappeared, or your biggest Instagram channel, whatever. This stuff can happen. It would suck. But imagine if it just completely wiped every single platform that you have. Every single one. That'd be terrible, right? So I've been thinking a lot about this lately for a few reasons. Number one, you guys don't own anything on social media. I don't either. I don't have special Facebook permissions or passwords from Mark Zuckerberg to survive a Facebook apocalypse and not get banned. Nobody does. And there's I've had ad accounts shut down in the past, like during a launch, and it sucked. We did about a third of the sales that we were hoping for. I think this was back in May. And we're gearing up. We had all our guns pointed at this big launch. We were shooting for 100K in sales, and we were working super hard. And then right in the beginning of the pre-launch, our ad account shut down. Boom, dust. So we were in trouble. We had to use all our other platforms as best as possible, but we couldn't use any Facebook ads. And then we got the account back up, and then within 2 weeks, boom, shut off again. So terrible. This is not a live stream about getting your ad account shut off, but this is a live stream about what can you do if you have either zero audience, or if all your current audience disappeared right now and you want to start over in a new niche. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about, because I've been thinking about this. I don't know, some of you guys might have seen my post a while ago, but one of my my goals with my business is to empower other leaders. That's why I love helping people build communities online, is when you can, grow community and spread your message, you can make a much bigger impact, you can make a lot more money, and it just makes everything easier in business. And an extension of that vision is I want to be able to help nonprofit leaders take their online presence to a new level as well. So that means, helping with their marketing, helping with their community building, and helping them make a bigger impact with whatever mission they have, because there's only so much I can do to help people, and the thing is, if I can empower other leaders to do the things they want to do, it's just exponential. So it's really, really cool. So that was something on the back of my mind. Like, okay, I think that could be something I could really help people out with, is take all the stuff I know about community building, take all the stuff I know about marketing, take all the stuff I know about generating sales online, and take that into the nonprofit space. So if my whole entire audience blew up right now, or if I just decided to jump straight into this niche of community building, online marketing for nonprofits, here's what I would do. So if you guys are ready to hear this, let me get a hell yes in the comments. I want to make sure you guys are here and paying attention. So drop a comment, let me know, and I will lay out these plans for you guys. It's going to be pretty good. So the first thing I would do before starting a group, making a funnel, anything like that, would be to network. Your biggest asset is the people that you can call up for help, and the people that you have helped. So the very first thing I would do is I would start networking and seeing who was the current people, the current influencers, the current decision makers, the current leaders in this space that I could show up and provide value first to. And so that would probably come in the form of me doing audits or something like that on their marketing, check out their current websites and funnels and any of their online presence and social media, and networking and getting to know these people a bit better. That way I already have goodwill with people in the industry, even if I had zero influence or presence in that industry before. And I don't have I don't market to people in the nonprofit space, but if I did, now I have a bunch of people showing up that know me, ideally like me and trust me, and might want to do business with me. So from there, what I would do is I would start getting those people on calls and doing a lot of research on their specific pain points, problems, what's happening in their organizations, what's broken in their marketing, all these different things. So I could really dive deep and get a pulse for that audience. Now you could do this with any audience out there. Like one time I ran a launch for Nat Tucker's course, and I didn't know anything about her niche. It was women's personal style. I don't know anything about women's personal style, let alone men's personal style. So I quickly did a research process, asking a set of questions to her audience and also to her current customers, and I was able to get every insight I needed to be able to put together content, marketing, sales page, emails, all that different stuff to help them crush it with the launch. She did $180,000 in sales in 1 week with a very hot audience and the right message. So that's what I would do next, is I would really dive deep into that customer research, figure out what those people in that audience need the most, and start creating content and headlines around that. So the easiest way to come up with content is, once you start diving deeper, doing that research, take all of their questions and then flip them upside down into a headline. So what I mean by that is, if you ask 100 people, hey, what's your biggest questions about, digital marketing or Facebook groups or whatever it is, they're going to come up with all these questions. How do I grow a group? How do I engage it? How do I monetize? Blah, blah, blah. And all you have to do is flip that upside down and turn it into a headline. So you could say, how to grow your group, how to get more engagement, how to make money from your group, all this different stuff. So from there, I would have probably months worth of content ideas that I could talk about. So doing customer research is the easiest way to prepare content, get ideas for posts and videos and live streams and all that kind of stuff. And keep in mind, guys, this is way before I even open the group, all right? Another thing I would do is I would start filling my friends list with people in that target market. So if I was trying to jump into, nonprofit marketing or something like that, I would go and I would network in the other groups that are similar to that. You can search keywords, you can find all the industry groups that your heart desires, and then you can go out and you can start networking with people, get them on your friends list, start to increase that visibility before you ever open a group. And it's really important to do that because you don't want to just, drop a group out of nowhere if you don't have an audience to import from somewhere else. So I don't care whether your audience is on Instagram, Twitter, Quora, MySpace, your personal profile, whatever it is, you have to have an audience to import into your group if you want to kickstart it and have a lot more success earlier on. So my main thing is groups, you know that. So that's how I would start building it, is getting connected with all these people. And then from there, I would do what we call is bait posts. So a bait post is where you go fishing for your new members. And you have to put out good bait that new member wants. And a big part of that is looking back at your research, dropping those how-to, here's how to do this, who wants to learn this, and then people are going to start chiming in and checking stuff out. Hey, if you guys are understanding this so far, let me get a yes in the comments. I know I'm talking kind of fast. It's a big topic. There's a lot to do. Let me get a yes in the comments if you guys are following along. So from there, I would have people starting to trickle into the group. Now, before you open up the group, what you want to do is you want to have the infrastructure. So group infrastructure is very simple. You need a cover photo with your name, a link to a lead magnet, a picture of you, the promise of the group. So there's your cover photo. Next up, you want to have your pin post and your announcement talking about, what makes you unique. This is your about me section, as well as what to expect in the group. So you would have both of those things set up, and then you would want to put some content in there for people to chew on. So one rule we have, one thing we teach the people in my Groups for Profit program is it's called the 1 hour test. So the 1 hour test is basically if your ideal member, like the perfect person that you want in your group and as a client, showed up in your group, could they browse your Facebook group for 1 entire hour without getting bored? Would they be able to go through it and say, oh my gosh, this is so valuable, this is amazing, I have to keep paying attention to this group? Or are they going to show up and think, oh, this is kind of spammy, it's just a bunch of links, just a bunch of promos, nobody's really here, there's not really any discussion going on, you know what, I'm out of here. So that's the 1 hour test. So I would make sure I would have enough content in there to pass the 1 hour test. Somebody's going to slow down. Sorry, I got to spit it all out. There's so much good information here, guys. I'm sorry. I will keep going fast. Catch the replay if you need to. So next up, what we would see is people starting to go from spectators, new members checking out what we had going on in the group, to engaging, to liking, commenting, sending me messages, figuring out how to work with me, getting into my funnel, starting to create their own posts. And that's what happens when you stay consistent and you continuously build up and talk to this audience. So it's super, super powerful. And as all of that stuff is happening, you're sitting on a really strong foundation of knowing exactly who your target audience is, having good connections, having good customer research, and creating an environment that they actually want to hang out in. All right? Sound good? So those are the 4 you want to start out with before you really get things going. You also want to have one core lead magnet. So what I would probably do is, take all that research and then put together like a really sick lead magnet, like, seven donation boosting strategies for nonprofits online. 7 online marketing donation boosting strategies for nonprofits, something like that. And I would have that, and I would make sure that that link is present in my group, in the pin post and the cover photo, all that. So as people come in and they start to trickle into the group, they start to get into the funnel as well. Even if I didn't have like an offer form ready, I would still want to capture, an email, a chat bot, something like that, and get them linked in. What's happening, Tugs? How you doing, man? So yeah, after that, what I would have is the ability to dive even deeper with people and figure out what they need the most. That could be a course, it could be a service, could be coaching, whatever it is. And I would start putting that together bit by bit. So with that bit by bit creation, what you want to think about is co-creation with your audience. And this does not mean hide in your basement for 3 months and put a course together and then show up one day and say, hey, I got a course for sale. Who wants it? No. What you want to do is co-creation and say, hey, I'm thinking about putting together a training on, X, Y, and Z, marketing for nonprofits. Like, what do you guys think? They'll be like, yeah, let me check it out. I want to learn. And if you get 0 response on a post like that, chances are you missed the mark on your messaging for what that offer is anyway. So you want to make sure that you're listening to your people at every step of the way, and that's going to make it a whole lot easier for you to be putting out something that people are actually going to buy. So the co-creation process can last a couple months, and you are giving them teasers, you're telling them what's coming, you're asking for feedback, you're getting research, all this kind of stuff, and you basically, before proceeding to the next step, you will get confirmation that you're on the right track by listening to your audience. And now, if that makes sense, drop a like on this video. You have to wait to proceed until the next step, until you get a thumbs up from your audience. All right? Drop a like on this video if you guys are following me, if you guys understand that. And really what I mean by that is, if you miss the mark on one part of your funnel, your messaging, your offer creation, any of that, it can tank your whole entire marketing campaign. So when you incrementally validate each step of your offer, what happens is they're with you the whole entire way, and as you're co-creating it, you're also marketing it to them. What? Isn't that cool? So like, it's a very collaborative process. It makes you show up as a human, not just another person with something to sell. It makes you like a lot more desirable to want to work with, because you're saying, hey guys, I'm putting this together. What do you need? And then they're going to tell you every reason why they want to buy from you. All right. So when that happens, you're going to start to be able to put together, a course or coaching or a service offer, whatever it is, and start to roll it out, and then have, an open date. Say, hey, this is coming out on X date. Stay tuned. If you want a heads up, make sure to drop a comment, all that kind of stuff. And then by the time the doors open, you're going to have a buying frenzy because people have been following along and receiving so much value from you over the last few months. So that's pretty much like the quickest path to diving into a new niche, getting to know it very well, creating community around that, showing up as a leader and somebody who's there to help, and then helping them at a higher level, getting paid at a higher level by launching your first offer. So that is the basics of everything that you should do if you want to start a new audience. That's exactly what I would do. That's the steps I would take. So if you guys want to launch an audience, do that. If you guys have an audience now and you haven't done that stuff, do that. If you guys want to make a bunch of money, do that. Sound good? If this is making sense, guys, let me get a comment and let me know which tip that I shared was most valuable for you. So just drop a comment, tell me something you learned. I don't want to come on live streams just to entertain you. I want to help you out. I want to change your life. I want to grow your business. So let me get some feedback. What you think, guys? And yeah, so if this made sense, drop a comment, fill me in. Let me go check. All right. Cool. So that's pretty much the lesson for today. I wanted to show you guys, inside my thought process of audience building and all that. And there's a lot of other ways to speed this up. There's a lot of finer points to everything. So at this point, you guys might be a little bit confused on like, okay, cool. I kind of get it, but I don't know the exact step-by-step. I don't know how to set up this. I don't know how to get engagement. I don't know how to create content. I don't really know how to, set up a funnel or anything like that. I totally get that. I know when I started my first couple of groups, I was like lost. I actually had 4 failed groups before my 5th one took off. I wasted a lot of time. I launched offers that completely flopped. I didn't understand the research process. I didn't understand how to create content. And I wasted probably, I'd say almost a year before my 5th group started growing up. And now it's over 70,000 members in the last 2 years or so. So it's crazy how much can change when you do this stuff repeatedly and you learn what works and what doesn't work every time. So if you guys want to dive a little bit deeper, I do have a training that covers all this kind of stuff. It's called Groups for Profit, and that is the A to Z on everything you need to know about starting, growing, monetizing your audience, setting up sales funnels, making sure that your personal brand stands out and isn't looking like the same as everybody else. So if you guys are curious about that too, just go ahead and type Groups for Profit in the comments, and I would love to show you guys more about it and help work with you to make this a reality for you and get you to those next steps. So that's the lesson for today. That's the quick pitch for you guys. I would love to help you out. Yes, there is an investment, but all great things take investment of time, money, effort, energy, and I got to make sure you're committed. So if you want to work with me, throw down some cash and I will change your life. How's that sound? So that's the message for today, guys. And if you guys want to check it out, it's over at groupsforprofit.com/join. So go ahead, take a peek, and we'd love to see you on the inside with the other 600 plus people in that program who are all out there making money, growing groups, having fun, and building profitable communities. So that's the message. All right, guys, I will catch you all later. Hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.